This is your Barbados Today morning news update for Wednesday, December the 12th. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. Topping the news at this hour, General Manager of the state-owned Barbados Water Authority, Keith Roy Halliday, has charged that in an apparent escalation of attempts to recoup outstanding monies owed by his company, Inotech moved yesterday to take control of several of the community tanks leased to the BWA. He said he contacted Inotech Chairman Anthony De Silva, who revealed that the equipment in question was being sold off because of his company's need for cash.
I was in meetings all day at Parliament, during which time I was indeed made aware of the fact that Inotech was in the process of removing community tanks from critical water case areas, such as St. Joseph, St. Andrew, and St. John, to name a few. I can confirm that no one from Inotech contacted the Barbados Water Authority to advise that this was going to take place today. I contacted Mr. Anthony De Silva, who subsequently called me back, and I questioned him on this. He indicated to me that my understanding was correct, that the group of companies are cash-strapped, and that they had to resort to selling assets like the community tanks and pumps, etc., to secure cash, and it is their belief that neither the Barbados Water Authority nor the government will be responsible to their request for payment.
When contacted, De Silva declined to comment at this stage. In other news now, some members of the local Rastafarian community are opposed to the notion that a critical aspect of their religion, that is, the use of marijuana, should be decided by a referendum. Just last week, Prime Minister Mia Mottley told an economic forum that while a framework for medical cannabis should be in place before Christmas, freeing up the recreational use of the drug will have to be decided by referendum. However, several Rastas in Temple Yard, the city, told Barbados Today they want the legalization of marijuana for religious purposes rolled out alongside its legalization for medical purposes.
For me, marijuana is like, I would say is a type of like sacrament for me as an individual, right? Because like, hey, I start my day with marijuana. I build my day on marijuana. It has helped me in so many ways to do the things that I just have to do and more. Yeah, keep my body fit, keep my mind rotating, and all those kind of different things, and a lot of different creative aspects. And it's good. I saw that. It took so long.
So why are you still holding rasters, which is we religion, to use marijuana for small portions of marijuana? That should not be an offense. All like today, my father was told Roger Yard. He owns a food shop in Temple Yard for probably a spliff or 10 pieces of marijuana. So, you know, I want to know, like, what are they going to do for all the people that were locked up for years? Because there are people that's time out of people's life. They want to come in and saying it decriminalized now. So what are they going to do for them people?
You can't left out Rasta and just use it for medicinal purposes, because then you'll be cutting up the Rasta community and just taking all the gain for y'all. And Rastas was gang downgraded over the years, on top of years, and ridiculed through school, work, everything for their religion and for their use of marijuana through spirituality.
You can't left out the forerunners. It's going to be the forerunners of this year. We start with this year. We get downtrodden all the time with it, right? But it proves now that it's all medicinal purposes. And you can't left it out, because we've got to deal with it. Don't mind the system might tell about is this and that. It's nothing about that there. This sounds that marijuana is the thing is make you know yourself. That's why that means we said dread about it.
And with Christmas in the air, the Granny Adams International Airport Inc. has partnered with the Royal Commonwealth Society Barbados branch to create Christmas in the air at the airport. It will see the lighting of 15 Christmas trees, which were decorated by children from various primary schools across the island. The project will be launched tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. with the help of the Royal Barbados Police Force Band, the St. Lucie Secondary School Steel Orchestra, and the George Lamin Primary School Choir.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Barbados Today, news you can trust.
In news from the region now, Trinidadian authorities have rejected plans by the American organizers to make the Caribbean Twin Island Republic the base for an annual sex fantasy island. The Commissioner of Police, the National Security Minister, and the Minister of Tourism all say no way. TVJ's Nicholas Lakshman Singh has been looking into it.
According to the New York Post article dated December 10th, the hooker and drug fuel island will be hosted at a swanky resort on a private island off the coast of Trinidad and Tobago. On the website www.sexisland.co, there are 4 steps to this sex paradise, with step 2 being book your ticket to Trinidad and Tobago, and then email your flight itinerary and arrive, and your chauffeur will transport you to your luxury yacht, being steps 3 and 4 respectively. The event caters for only 50 persons. On the website, the event is set to take place between December 14th to 17th. For the doubters, the site links to other news outlets who have covered their events. TV6 has reached out to the event's organizers. In the meantime, we reached out to the Tourism Minister, Randall Mitchell, who said the ministry would be the ones to grant permission for that kind of event.
And on the international scene, House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi privately questioned President Donald Trump's manhood after a contentious meeting Tuesday about funding his wall at the southern border. Pelosi, in a feisty mood after the heated exchange with the president, also compared him to the mammal known for its strong, unpleasant smell. We join the CNN for more on this story.
It started out with a laugh.
And then we have the easy one, the wall. That'll be the one that will be the easiest of all. What do you think, Chuck? Maybe not?
It's called funding the government, Mr. President.
But today's Oval Office meeting between President Trump and Democratic leaders Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer quickly descended into chaos as Washington watched talks over funding the president's border wall break down on live television.
One thing I think we can agree on is we shouldn't shut down the government over a dispute. And you want to shut it down. You keep talking about it.
The last time, Chuck, you shut it down.
No.
And then you opened it up very quickly. And
20 times.
I don't want to do what you did.
20 times
Chuck,
you have called for, I will shut down the government if I don't get my wool. None of us have said.
You want to know something?
You've said it.
Okay, you want to put that on my...
You said it.
I'll take it.
Okay, good.
You know what I'll say? Yes. If we don't get what we want, one way or the other, whether it's through you, through a military, through anything you want to call, I will shut down the government.
Okay,
absolutely.
fair enough.
And I am proud, and I'll tell you what,
disagree.
I am proud to shut down the government for border security, Chuck, because the people of this country don't want criminals and people that have lots of problems and drugs pouring into our country. So I will take the mantle. I will be the one to shut it down. I'm not going to blame you for it. The last time you shut it down, it didn't work. I will take the mantle of shutting down. And I'm going to shut it down for border
But we
security.
believe you shouldn't shut it down.
The new power dynamic in Washington pointed fingers, raised their voices, and constantly interrupted one another.
Excuse me.
It was the first meeting between the three in over a year and was supposed to be closed to the press. But after the cameras were summoned at the last minute, Pelosi and Schumer pleaded with Trump to have this fight behind closed doors.
And that's news. But for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook, and sign up for our breaking news alerts via WhatsApp. We are also on Izumi Media in bus terminals, as well as Screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Now you can also hear us on Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic day.